my issue with you is going to be, right?
Correct.
And you have absolutely got the right to try and persuade me otherwise.
Sure.
But Joe Rogan said this about you.
My 12-year-old and my 14-year-old asked me about Andrew Tate. And my 14-year-old asked me, I said he's a legit world champion kickboxer. I go, I like him a lot. Why do you like him? And I was asking him. They said he says a lot of funny stuff on Twitter and TikTok. He f***ed up with the misogynist. Yes. Because if he didn't do that, if he just did the pro-male stuff.
So I thought that was interesting because when I've gone over everything that's been at the centre of the debate about Andrew Tate, I come down with Joe Rogan in the sense that there's a lot of stuff you say I agree with. You know, I've got 3 sons in their 20s. It's not easy, actually, being a young male in the modern world. And I think a lot of the things that you say about that can resonate with them. Yeah. The problem comes with the, I don't know, 10, 20% or whatever of your output, which on the face of it appears to be blatant misogyny.
Okay, first and foremost, the West has started protecting women some 70 years ago. Women are the most protected in the world right now in the West. When you go to now correct a woman, the first thing they've done is they've changed the word misogyny and made it something very horrible and very harsh. They've changed this belief that when you correct a woman, it's misogyny. And this is the narrative that everyone is pushing worldwide on this media. So now men have suffered at the hands of their government, creating laws and rules that have effectively made them insignificant in their household. You can't yell at them. You can't do anything with them. The moment they get upset after you marry them or you live with them, they can live with you forever. They can take your things, take half your stuff. This is horrible that you would put a man in this type of position. And then once this man, Andrew Tate, brings to the attention of young men, 18 to 25, there I may say, these men need to know what is correct and what is incorrect. They need a leader. They need somebody to help them. The assault has nothing to do with women. It is putting men in an inopportune position, just about not letting men be masculine, not letting men be men anymore. And it's strange because you have Joe Rogan and Piers Morgan both going along with the with the agenda. And it has to be a different way to approach this, because if you look at the results of what's going on in the West, women are crushing it. I mean, they're just able to do anything they want to do. And poor men, it's no masculinity in these men. The men are just so soft and weak, and they just go with the flow. They're weaker than the women. The women are the men, and the men are the women. And then you turn around and use these words, misogyny. Misogyny is hate, is contempt. Since when correcting somebody is hate and contempt? And and Piers Morgan says that he's for freedom of speech. But why not question, contest, and debate this in itself? So this man can't merely correct women or give men the truth about what they're experiencing in these relationships with these women. And what you have to understand is that women are designed to be emotional beings. So they need a stoic leader in their lives. The moment they don't have any leadership in their lives, they become victims of their emotions. The greatest skill a man can pick up or gather when dealing with a woman is saving her from herself. That's the greatest skill. Most men can, possibly in 100 men can do that, because they've made men so emotional, you see, that men are more emotional than women. And then the moment you say something about a woman, or it's not gentlemanlike. But women have had the opportunity every single day for the last 50 to 70 years to minimize the strength and the masculinity of men, and nobody blinked the eye. Nobody said anything. But now men have to sit back and just allow the media and everyone around them to destroy their masculinity. And you can't say anything to a woman. A woman gets overweight, you have to accept it. She's big and beautiful. A man overweight, he's fat and sloppy. And this is the narrative that men have to deal with. Men truly develop and build themselves to who they are. Women don't do that. Very few. And you have to understand that at the root of every man, beta, alpha, it does not matter. Every man wants to be appreciated and respected. And when he's dealing with a woman that does not appreciate or respect him, that's love to a man. And how can a man receive something like that when the government, along with women, destroy that exact thing? Respect and a man's peace. So a man can't even go out and work all day and come home to a peaceful house. Because when something's out of order and he says something, he's a misogynist. And this is the kind of world that we live in. And this is what's going on specifically in the West, in America. Fellas, I'm here to tell you, man up, develop your masculinity, develop become very spiritual, develop yourself, get into personal development, dig deep and follow your passions. Focus on them. Don't get distracted by nothing that's going on in society. Never, ever allow society or the narrative of society make it where you have to compromise your life and accommodate everything outside of you. You see, when you build yourself to who you desire to be, you become very valuable and you become high quality. And with that is something that you can that you can offer to the future of your life. And you do not have to take a woman that doesn't know how to behave like a wife. You see, there's two women. There's a woman outside of the house and there's a woman inside of the house. And I don't care how many words society use to change the narrative. It's simple. Men. Once you build yourself to your higher self and you take on your woman, make sure you ask yourself this question. Is this the woman that I want to raise my family? Is this the woman that I want to be in the number one position of my life? And the question is no. By all means, do not get yourself into a long-term relationship with a woman like that. And I'm going to be honest with you. Just based off behavior and traditional relationships that men desire, I don't know if there's really many women available to you that can give you that type of relationship in America at this point. Because it's so much validation, and men pedestalize these women that the women just are overvalued. And like I said, you can't say or do anything with them. And when you go to talk to that woman, Kevin Samuels showed you the results. The man is not here, but remember that. Go back to his videos and look at it. It's real. So my whole point here is that no, men are not misogynists. They can't be, because they've been abused for the last 70 years based on all the laws and the ways of society, especially in the West. So overall, no, it's not possible. The issue and the challenge in America has nothing to do with feminism. It has everything to do with masculinity. And I push you young men to continue to develop yourselves. I push you to become more spiritual. I push you to become better versions of yourselves. I push you to follow behind your passions and never give it up for nothing. Tom Brady. It is not a job. That's an amazing passion that that man's having. He's the best to ever do it. And to even consider walking away based on what a woman feels would be insane. So I'm telling you men to stay focused, continue to be great leaders, and let me tell you something, women will adapt and adjust. But you have to first, and you have to by being that value and that quality, that beacon of light to give this world and women hope. You see, the leader of our lives, the president, so to speak, he's a leader of the country. But men, you have a sole responsibility of being a leader of your household. And if you do not make correct choices, you will always be a victim of the rules and the laws of society that support and help women destroy men. Women don't want that. They're victims of the system. What they need is strong men that are ready and able to protect and provide for them. And remember, their goal is always to bring you that peace, to make sure they're nice. We don't want no strong woman. I don't want no strong. I'm strong. I don't want no strong woman. I want a woman that's nice and soft and sweet, and it has a great work ethic and is ready to learn and to develop herself to be a better lady for me in my mission. Men, never compromise your life. And if a woman can't accommodate your life, she's not for you. She has to fit into your life and make your life better. Never go into her life trying to make her. Naturally, when you built yourself to a higher self, when she comes with you, that's a lifestyle that she could never afford alone. So you don't have to give her anything. Just her being with you is more than enough. Hold your frame, and remember, the greatest skill a man can obtain when he's in a long-term relationship with a woman is saving her from herself, literally. And that means a whole nother video of you being able to not be emotional, but be stoic in nature. You have to limit your interaction with women, and when you do interact with them, make sure that you are extremely masculine when you're around them, because women are professionals at seeing your weaknesses and learning what they are. And you think that it's just you having private moments at home, and next thing you know, when you get into an argument, that private moment you had at home is not a subject of your argument and the reason why you're arguing. So always remember, women are professionals at observing you and learning how to hurt you. And they don't mean no harm. It's just when they become emotional, they have no control. And every woman is different. It's on different levels. But understand, in the middle, everything I tell you is 110% correct. And yes, you can find a woman where you won't experience that. But you'll be one lucky man. It'd be like a unicorn, finding a unicorn. You have to continuously build yourself and develop yourself. Always accept the attitude that you know nothing and you're here to learn. This is Tim Rice. Give me some comments down below and let me know how you feel about this. I love you all. And remember, always look at the results. The results never lie. They help you to connect the dots backwards and to develop yourself into what you need to be. See, it doesn't matter if you don't agree with me on this video. What matters is that you have to be able to clearly see results and understand why that result is occurring. If you do this with details, society and its agenda will always have you brainwashed, and you'll never believe anything because you're stuck on details instead of results. Tim Rice, you have a great day, and remember, I love you all. I mean that.